Hello, people. Okay, second time's the charm. So, if all you're here for is the STL file, the link is in the description below. I recommend a 0.16 layer height at 100% infill. For everybody else, hello. My name is Kat, and welcome to Rise Material Research. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I designed these Gopro mounts. Starting off, out of all of the tools used today, I would say that the not-so-humble 3D scanner is the most important to the design process. This is my Einstar Vega. It cost me around $2,000, but honestly, it's worth every penny that I've spent. Like, yeah, I can sit around and fiddle with calipers and angle gauges, but for something like a GoPro mount that's going to be holding your expensive camera, I want there to be the best fit possible, because if it flies off while you're riding, the blame kind of lands on me. And you know, your GoPro lands on the floor, or in a tree, or in a river, or in a... 3D scanning is actually a lot easier than people think it is. Generally, when people think scanning, they think of a guy with a laptop, 6 wires, and a giant camera looking thing. But with something like this all-in-one, all you really need to do is just click and go. And there's our data. Now that the front of the helmet has been scanned, we need to clean up the file before we can move it into CAD. This is done in Einstar's StarVision software, so I'll generate the mesh, delete any junk data, and then reduce the polygon count so my computer doesn't catch fire when we load the file. The whole process for designing out the GoPro mount is kind of boring, but if I had to sum it up, I'd say I import the helmet scan and listen to my computer beg for mercy. Fuck around with the mesh file before giving in and watching a video because I forgot how to work with mesh files. Import a template because I'm a lazy bastard. Extrude the ass end of it so that it intersects with the overlay I made on the helmet, and create a loft so that the two are joined together. And finally, I step back, look at it, and realize that not only was that a pain in the ass, but I also just designed a mount for the wrong fucking helmet! Now that I've redone all those steps with the proper helmet, it's time to export this file as an STL and get to printing. One of the things I added off camera was my logo to the side, as well as some small text that says Rise. I already know some asshole's gonna try to take this and pass it off as their own, so if anyone's gonna get the internet clout for it, it's gonna be me. If you're printing this at home, I recommend doing so at a 0.16 layer height with 100% infill. I'm gonna be using this Polyterra matte PLA, but realistically, you can use whatever you have on hand. So let's get this loaded up and our model printed out. Now that the mount is printed out, we're going to grab some double-sided tape and cut out a square that is approximately 25 by 35 millimeters. That, or just stick some tape on the backside and cut it where it needs to be cut. Honestly, that's what I do and it works just fine. I recommend using something like this 3M VHB due to the grip. The first thing to do is clean the front part of your helmet, and then clean the rest of it, because I know damn well you haven't done that since you bought it. After that, I'm going to show you a little trick for if you're having trouble getting in the right spot. Grab 2 small strips of painter's tape, and before peeling the double-sided tape, line up the mount where it best fits. Should be around right here. Now, get one strip, put it at the top, and with the other piece, put it on this side. Now you have a template and your chances of whiffing it have been reduced by a somewhat decent amount. Once it's applied, I want you to read my lips, which you cannot currently see. Wait 24 hours. Now that we've waited 24 hours though, how about we end the video with some footage?
Also, before we go, I have a question to answer. Does the Moto Guzzi V85 TT wheelie? The answer is yes. So if you made a GoPro mount for yourself, or even just watched the video and liked what you saw, let me know in the comments below, and maybe even leave a like and subscribe. For a small channel like me, it quite frankly means the world. I have a lot of projects coming up, including turning the Moto Compacto into an off-road beast, as well as the usual material science, which, if you're a nerd like I am, you're gonna love. That being said, I should probably get back to riding instead of talking, so be safe y'all, and I will see y'all next time.